Just the commands and managing the leash the same way.
Okay. What? Heel.
So can you heel?
Okay. Oh.
Just because it sounds a little bit nicer.
Okay.
Good job.
And then is it just a let's go?
Yeah. Let's go, or Archie, can you move, or let's go is better.
Okay.
Sit.
Let's go.
And then
I
try to
couldn't
get
what
him.
you did on that one.
So the first time he went through it, get him here again, stop him, control him.
Okay.
Archie, can you sit?
Archie, can you sit?
And then Archie, can you jump?
Good boy. Archie, can you jump?
Good.
Good boy. Yes.
And then Archie, can you heel?
Archie,
And
can
then
you heel? Whoop. Back. Archie, can you sit? Good boy. And then it's a
Archie,
jump
can you
or
jump?
let's go?
Yep, jump.
Archie, can you sit? Sit. Archie, can you jump? Archie, can you lay down? Good boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Go.
And then Archie, can you heel?
Archie, can you heel? And when you say heel, does he know to line up?
Yeah, so like I was holding the leash like this.
Yeah.
He knows to walk with me. He was looking at you, but he's still keeping up with me.
Okay.
So when you give him, it's just like regular. Archie, can you feel? I kind of keep him here. He knows. Archie, can you feel?
Six. Get down.
Archie, can you lay down? Can you lay down?
Betty, no. Betty.
And what's your technique with the treats? I notice you don't give it the whole thing. Just let them nibble.
These things are really good. I like your guys' treats out of a lot of people that bring their treats because they're kind of the same. They're shorter than the hot dogs, but they're easy to hold. So where I can kind of nibble on the front, and that way he just gets little. Because like we always tell people, the treats are treats. They're not food. So you don't want to give them the whole thing. That's why I say, can I get a half of one? Because I can make it last with it. Archie,
That's
can you
great.
sit? Archie, can you jump? Archie, can you lay down? And then sometimes I don't even give him the treat.
Down,
He knows
Betty.
he's doing good. He's super smart. We just keep going. Archie, let's go.
Come.
Archie, can you sit? Archie, can you jump? Good boy. Archie, can you sit? Can you heel? Can you sit? Can you jump? Can you lay down?
Come.
Good.
Betty, come. Come.
It's right here.
Sit.
And then can you heel?
Heel.
And then can you sit? Can you lay down? Cool. So, getting into balance. He likes to jump already a little bit, so if I could have another piece of
Down. Heel.
Sit. So, first we start
Yeah, Archie's a boy.
a little bit of balance like that. Come. Sit. When he's not as excited, it's a little bit easier. Sit. I try to keep his other paw off because this is me supporting him instead of him clinging to me. So once he tries to put his other paw on me, I move it. You notice how he's trying to do it himself, but he's like, if I need help, I'm gonna try and throw my other paw on you.
Heel.
Okay, sit. Archie, sit. Come. Good boy. Good boy. I know. I'll help you. Good boy. Come. Come on. Come on, Archie. Come on. Good boy. 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 Can you sit? Can you sit? Back up. Back up. Come on. Sitting. Once he gets this part down to where he can kind of stand still and he's not feeling wobbly,
Yes.
he'll be able to sit and just lift up his front paws. Kind of like that.
Okay. And when you, so the ultimate goal here is
It's just a
him
move.
to- okay.
Yeah, just a move with you. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys remember, it was a while ago, but when Max did the thing with Sasha, where he kind of holds her paw and just, they walk around together. Kind of just like this. Can you sit? So have you tried that one? So you literally just start from in front of you. He wants the food, so he's gonna kind of start to raise up, start to lift.
Okay.
Good boy. You kind of want him to come up to you like that, and then just hold one paw. And if he keeps trying to grab you, you kind of take your hand away, give him treats, take your hand away, until you feel he can kind of stand still a little bit.
And is the hope that eventually he's not just gonna sit like this, but also actually
Exactly.
stand?
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's why when I see that he raises up a little bit, and if he needs the help to stand up, I help him.
Okay.
Because I want him to go from here to, so that he can kind of, it's kind of like the thing with Max, where you hold his front paw and you're, me and Archie are going on a little walk.
Okay.
If you have any questions, feel free
Okay.
to ask our
Alrighty. So you
trainer,
have him in
George.
In front, and a sit in the front of you.
Okay. Okay. So can you sit, Archie?
Down, baby.
Good boy. He's so hyped up.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder now that everybody's around.
Right.
When it was just me and him, he was focused on me, and now you guys are here, and he's like,
Right.
what are we doing? Everybody's here.
Okay. So.
You can shorten the leash and start closer to him.
Okay. Archie, come. Archie, can you sit? So you went like this?
Yep.
Yeah.
A little bit further above
Oops.
his head.
Oh, I gave him too much of it.
A little bit like back here, so he has to kind of raise up.
Oh, okay.
Instead of like here, where he can kind of lift up forward.
Yeah.
You want it over his head so that he kind of has to raise like that.
Good boy.
Good
Archie.
boy, Archie.
So am I?
You can use your left hand to support this hand,
Okay.
and then, like I said, whenever he starts trying to grab you, you move your hand away.
Okay.
Good. And then start to move backwards a little bit. Yep. Good.
Good boy, Archie.
And then this also transitions into you coming next to him and just guiding next to him walking.
Like turning my body.
Yep, turning your body. Yep.
Good boy, Archie. Let's go.
Good.
Good boy, Archie.
And he's not 100% used to it to where he kind of gets tired. He's like, oh, I
Yeah.
want to come back down. That's when we treat him, let him know he's doing really good,
Yeah.
and then we go right back into it. Sit. Can you sit?
Good boy.
Can you sit? So then you call him back to you.
Archie, come. Oh, more treats. Yeah. Sit. Is there a command that goes with this?
It's usually like bunny.
Bunny?
Bunny. Yeah, like
Like the rabbit?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Do you say it when you're
Yeah.
doing it? Okay. Bunny?
you can also use balance when he gets up to this point.
Good boy, Archie. Good boy. Come. Okay.
Good.
Okay. That's good.
George.
Good boy.
I think Kepler is too large for this command. He's actually about 6 feet tall when he stands up. Is there any alternative command?
Trying to get him to sit instead of raise up. Since Kepler's so big, you want him to sit with his paws up and kind of just sit like he's relaxing. Instead of standing up, because he's too tall, He is too big for that. Maybe for Jacob, your son, he would be okay, but for you guys, he's definitely too tall. But yeah, just sit and kind of have his paws in front of him. That'd probably be the alternate command.
Thank you.
Okay. So you switch hands, and then you start walking.
Yep.
Good boy, Archie.
Sure, you're welcome. If you have more questions, send it to comments and I will ask our trainer.
You also mix in when you're doing this to where when you stop,
Yeah.
you mix in. Archie, can you sit?
Oh,
So that
okay.
you kind of have a mixture of we're practicing one thing, we're going to the next thing.
Okay.
We're still using what we were just practicing.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So that is some of the physical. Also, circling is another part. It's actually pretty hard for a dog to circle. So when you kind of guide them, some dogs kind of freeze and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
why am I circling? You can tell Archie, he's gotten he looks really nice too when he does it.
Good. He's such a sweet dog.
Oh yeah.
And he really enjoys learning.
We have like this station translation on our YouTube, and if you miss anything, you can find us on YouTube, and you will find all live videos.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
No, lay down. Archie. Sit. Come.
And when that circle eventually is all of this
Goes into just your hand. Without the tree, is eventually when he starts to just understand the movement,
Yeah.
it's kind of like when you guys say place.
Yeah.
It's another hand signal. So when
Okay.
you say place, he's like, okay.
And what's the like application
Spin.
for that?
It's just a physical ability that some dogs can't do, and when you teach your dog, it's like another task. So you can show, oh, my dog, he can do circles.
And
he can-
eventually, do you end up just being with a hand
Yeah.
gesture?
Yeah, just like that. Just like, it's kind of like the place one where eventually when you go like this towards something to lay down, Archie's like, oh, run and lay down. It's kind of the same thing where I show him with the treat and I show him and he comes right back. And then also you can practice it over here to where he's on your left and you want him to come sit. Come. No. You're getting tired. Sit. To where if he's ever awkwardly sitting, you can always just tell him, or if you have no space, you can tell Archie like spin, and then he'll be back on your left.
Is that kind of like an inroads to middle? Where
Yeah,
through the middle?
exactly.
Okay.
So here, you practice that one. Have a little piece.
Okay, Archie. Sit. Can you sit? Good
Sure,
boy.
you're welcome. I will ask questions when we will finish.
Good boy. Sit.
Yeah, that was good, yeah. So now do where you step back,
Yeah.
you get him here,
Yeah.
and then as he gets to the front of you, and usually you would do sit there, you spin him around.
Okay. Come. Sit. Good boy.
And then you kind of don't lose momentum when you're moving too. So kind of when you're moving,
Yeah.
you step back, and you kind of keep going until he comes back to you again.
Okay.
Good. Good. And now you sit him.
Sit. Up, up.
Good.
Good boy, Archie. Good. Thank you.
There's a bench behind you. And now not do one where you walk past him and
Okay.
you're walking and you kind of spin him and he stays on your left foot.
And they'll bring him in front of me.
Yep, kind of swing him in front of you, but then you kind of come back to the left. So you kind of go the opposite way. So
Oh.
instead of going this way with the circle, you come
Go
this way.
this way.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry, Archie. I messed you up, man. Don't come up. I think it's a challenge going the other direction.
He's like, oh, okay. Archie. So, what I was saying was, we're walking this way. Archie. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. So I'm kind of just spinning him on my left side, so that I can keep him on the left and the heel. Now, try that.
It looks so elegant when
Yeah.
you do it.
A lot of practice.
Okay. So you.
You're just kind of regular heeling, and you kind of just spin them around on this side. You kind of just go like this.
This way.
Yeah, but you kind of reach across to where you're in front of him.
Okay. All right.
You have the motion right, you're just kind of spinning him too far right.
Archie.
A little bit of a tighter spin. He didn't though,
Yeah, he did.
but you brought him, you did more work for yourself. You brought him over here
Yeah.
instead of keeping him here.
Oh, I see. Okay, Archie, let's
You
go.
still did it, but it was just more work for you. Yes. And then you keep walking.
And I keep on.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
So I don't put him into a sit afterwards.
Exactly.
Okay.
Only sit him when you're done.
Yep. Well, that wasn't a great one. Good boy. I don't know if I'm.
You're doing it.
or-
He's just he's losing focus and. Good.
Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah. And then reset him. Yep. Good.
Good boy, Archie. Okay, I can practice that.
Yeah. And that one translates into, you've probably seen the videos where they're walking their dog and they're like spin and the dog like spins around and then
Yeah.
the heels feel. That's how
Even think.
that's
thank
how I
you so
kind of do
much.
it with Archie is I teach him a small circle and we keep moving.
Okay.
I try not to kill his momentum or my momentum because if I stop, he kind of thinks, okay, we're stopping. Let me stop and look for the tree.
Right.
Instead of, okay, we're moving,
And
he's moving the tree, we're
Yeah.
still moving, I gotta keep moving, I gotta spin, I gotta keep going.
And how do you, this is like so basic, but when you're walking normally and he sees a squirrel or something that's of interest to him and he really starts to pull on the leash, how do you correct him?
Here, we don't get a lot of squirrels, we get a lot of birds. And he's not the most interested in all the small birds right now.
Yeah.
So usually he doesn't really pull as much here, but teaching him, he's good at everything, so it'll be an easy fix. To where if you see a squirrel or you know where there's squirrels in the neighborhood, of course, where
Yeah.
he goes, he starts trying to hunt them. You want to kind of start practicing everything with him. If he starts to like get intense and look for the squirrels, and he can hear them but he can't see them, kind of give him some space. Archie, come. And just take his mind off it. Make you more interesting than the squirrels. Heel. Archie, go play. Come. So that he has to think about, okay, what are we doing? Forget the squirrels. We're moving this way, that way, left, right. He's having me lay down, sit down.
Got it. And
Just
sometimes
kinda-
he gets distracted just with sense. Like
Yeah.
if you're walking and he just goes with
So
his
that's
nose.
where the go play. Let him kind of think you're gonna let him go do what he wants.
Yeah.
And kind of snap him out of it. Heel. Sit. Down. Go to place.
So you're bringing the attention back
Back to you, exactly. I always tell people if you have a dog that gets distracted by scents or small animals, you have to be more fun for the dog to be like, oh, why chase that dog when you're running from me and we're playing? Or you're moving me around so much that I don't have time to be distracted. Or it's the same thing with scared dogs. If you move a scared dog around enough, they're like, oh, I don't have time to be scared. I gotta keep up with this guy. I gotta keep up with you. So that their fear starts to go less and go less.
Okay. I know it's a big thing, Brooks. Did you have any questions on that one?
So focused. Real camera person. He didn't talk. That's the best.
And you always have him on your left?
Yeah, we try to practice as much on our left, unless there's like certain incidents where we practice on the right to where you're never in a space where there's too many people on like your left side of your body. And it's the same thing where you kind of just heel. 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 Sit. Down. Down. Up. Sit. Back to left. Heel. Heel. But he's pretty good at moving around. So here, we'll practice that
Thank you so
where
much. We'll think about
go
that.
play. We've done that a few times where Archie, he doesn't want to leave because he knows we have treats. So what we're going to do is we're going to make him leave and then we're going to put some space. Archie. Come. Sit. So that way he's kind of looking for the food.
Yeah.
You're moving away. You say come. He's like, oh, gotta come. And it's kind of the same thing as he's smelling a scent, or even this is even better because it's food.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You kind of break off a little bit of the top and just kind of, when you're walking one direction,
Yeah.
your normal walking, you toss a little bit in front of you, you immediately start to move backwards. Once you see him kind of go for the treat, or once he gets it, you say come, reel him in, sit, heel, back into walking, and then you do it again.
Okay.
This is the best for dogs to get too distracted or dogs that are too like interested in other dogs. Yesterday, Anya did that with a big Doberman in our class. He just wants to go up to dogs, go up to dogs. So she would just have him let him go, come. Let him go, come. And then by the end of the class, the mom was like, he's never been this calm around other dogs. He's always reactive. It's getting his attention back onto whoever's handling him.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. Archie, come. Good boy. Sit. And then what?
And then you use a little bit more emotion.
Okay.
You want to be more fun.
Okay.
The squirrel looks real fun to Archie.
Yeah.
You gotta, Archie, come! And just move backwards and just be super fun.
Okay.
Make yourself more fun.
Okay.
That's it. And then once you get him in front of you, you go back into a heel and then redo it again.
And when you say go back to a heel, does he know to line up
Yep.
here?
You say, Archie, come. He sits. You say, Archie, heel. You move your left leg backwards like this.
Yeah.
You kind of make the swinging motion with your leash, and he comes and he'll sit next to you.
Okay. Got it. Okay. All right.
Now you go back. Fun. He's looking. Good.
Archie, come.
Good.
Boy.
Sit.
Sit. And now.
And then you kind of take a step back with your left leg. So like this. Yep. Heel.
Heel. Heel. Oh, good boy. Oh,
Good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
You notice the voice changed too. You said, Archie, come. And he was like, okay.
Archie, come.
Good.
Good boy. And then heel.
Yeah.
Good.
See, that time you didn't even need to move your left leg.
Yeah.
I like to do it just because.
It's like a marker for them.
Exactly. It shows the direction I want the dog to go.
Okay.
But if I stand still, of course some dogs understand it still,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't. I want everything to be clear with the dogs.
Okay.
So, just for my safety of the dogs being super clear with them, I always do this. Even if I know the dog's really good,
Yeah.
I always do this just to show that direction.
Okay. And so if we're walking like this, first of all, let me make sure I'm holding the leash right.
Yeah,
Like
that's
this.
perfect.
Okay, and we're walking, and he's just like pulling like this right here.
You drop this hand,
Drop this hand.
and you back up. And
I
you
back
say,
up.
Come. Exactly.
Oh.
So a lot of people think if their dog's pulling,
Yeah.
we gotta fight. We gotta like.
Yeah. Pull him back.
Exactly,
Right.
pull him back. So this is only creating more tension. So Archie understands corrections. You guys have been training him. You guys practice a ton, which is really
I
helpful
do.
for everybody. Sit. He understands when I say sit and I pull the leash. He's like, okay, sit. So it's the same thing as if we're walking and he starts pulling too much forward.
Yeah.
If I start doing this, it's fighting him. He's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna fight you forward. So if I drop my left hand, Archie, I know It's a little bit. I'm going to walk. And this makes it easier for if you have a giant dog, you do the same thing. If they're pulling too much, you release. Come. Here. Sit. You release your control hand to your safety hand. Come. So that this way, he understands when he starts pulling, you reset him, he's got to come back to you. And that way, when he starts pulling and you say Archie, he's like, he's got to look for you.
Okay.
Because you're going to be moving backwards.
So you don't have to just change directions with the dog.
No. So if your dog's new, that's the best way, but Archie, he isn't new. He knows when he shouldn't pull, when he shouldn't pull, when he should pull, things like that. So that way, you don't need to stop your walk to go this way, to go that way. Archie understands to where if he's pulling, you give him a correction, heel, he's like, okay, I'll stop.
And then eventually he's going to
Exactly.
stop. Okay, that's really, really helpful.
Like a new dog, like probably when you guys started training Archie, the changing directions was really good. Like, oh,
Yeah.
turn.
Yes.
But now he understands all that to where he's like, it doesn't really change it. And we're walking this way. You heel me back this way. You heel me back this way. This way it helps with Archie's going. You give him a good correction, and you reset him, heel, and then you keep going.
Okay, that's really helpful.
So now get him to your left, and then just start walking, and just practice
come.
the letting him get in front of you, and then you going backwards again,
Okay.
without throwing the treat though.
Okay. I think that he knows I have the treat.
Yeah.
He's with me.
So that's why it's a little bit harder. You have to create the space. So you drop your left hand and just kind of you immediately start going backwards. He's kind of trying to predict it.
Good boy.
Steven, thank you so much. If you have more questions
Good.
to George, feel free
Good.
to ask.
Good.
Aren't you coming?
Good.
Good boy. Sit. Aren't you heel? So when he's like this jumping around trying to get it right, how do you correct for that?
So, Archie. I keep my hand on the leash because if I want to teach him something with my hand, I can still stop him from jumping. Archie. It's also a little bit of his personality to where he's super upbeat and happy. Where he's like, ah,
Yes.
okay, I want to get it right. I want to get it right. So we have to just help him. Good boy. Archie. So if I want to get him here, Archie, here.
No, it's not Julia, it's Anastasia.
Archie. All controllable correction still.
So is it a little bit of like a touch command with your hand palm?
I get his attention first. Archie. He also kind of knows that when I want to walk him, immediately come here.
Yeah.
But I always just get his attention. Really, I don't need to kind of Archie. Sit. Just all about getting his attention.
Okay. That's great.
And you kind of hold the leash like in the middle area,
Yeah.
so that if he does start jumping, you kind of just slowly stop him and just show him where you want him to go.
Okay.
Then also using your left leg, the left leg back helps with this one.
Heel. So when you say heel like this, does he know to sit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually heel is the walking, and then when you stop, he's like, he should sit every time.
Okay.
You shouldn't have to say sit. Usually heel includes the sit. It's kind of like how place includes the lay down.
Yeah.
Heel includes heel, sit.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Archie. Good boy. Sit. I always put him to sit first and then
Yep.
do this. And then,
Take that step back with your left leg.
oh yes. Heel.
Good.
boy, Archie. Good boy.
You see the difference your left leg makes than
Yeah.
everything. So dogs, they need everything clear.
Heel.
Good.
Good boy. Good boy. Good. Okay, that's good. I can
Yeah.
definitely practice that
Yeah.
and reinforce that.
Anything else you guys are practicing or having struggles with?
The main thing was just the pulling on the
Pulling.
leash. And just on ordinary walks through the neighborhood, he just pulls. So
Is
now,
it usually when he's going back home or when you guys are leaving?
I think both.
Both?
More, well, no, I think both.
Both?
I think
Okay.
both, yeah. And if you take him to a park where there are lots of scents and distractions, then he's just like, you know.
So the park would probably be the best place to practice because he kind of knows the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So if you take him to the park, there's all the new scents every single day. It's kind of like when he comes here after you guys have him for a while.
Yeah.
He comes back into the yard, he's got to smell everything.
Uh-huh.
I practice, I let him smell some stuff. I'll let him go up to something, and I'll just do the same thing. Come. Sit. Sit. Place. Place. Once he gets focused, he's good. Let's go. Actually, let's throw a real, you're going to try the pulling thing again,
Okay.
but we're going to walk out the gate to where he thinks he might be going home, so he might start pulling.
Okay.
And also have him sit before every doorway, every walkway. Have him sit. And then you go through the rest of it. If you feel him start to pull a little bit, you kind of start backpedaling and coming and saying come. Good.
Good boy. Sit. Heel. Heel.
Good.
Good boy. Sit.
And then keep walking forward.
Let's go.
Well, whenever you feel even the slightest bit of pull, you go the other way.
Okay. Where'd you come? Good boy. Sit. Heel. Heel.
Good.
How does he? I just wanted to be like tighter over
Tighter?
here. Yeah.
So, you use less of the leash. Archie, you want him to be tighter. Sit. You kind of shorten the leash. If you give him too much, he
Yeah.
thinks anywhere over here you want him.
Got it.
So if you kind of shorten the leash, Archie, heel. You can keep him tight.
Guys, in our live stream, you can get a lot of tricks to train your own dog, so stay with us. Don't forget to follow Topanga Pet Resort on Instagram. And feel free to ask any questions to
Also, where
George.
you want to keep him. If you want to keep him tight, every time you give him a reward when you're practicing, do it tight.
Okay.
Even with the come, if you want to come. 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 Sit. Sit. Try to get him as close as you can.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. So just practice giving him shorter leash equals the closer to you.
Okay.
This is a lot better for the practice because he's so used to just drilling everything on that training yard.
Yeah.
Where he's like, okay, I gotta listen when we're there.
Okay. Good boy, Archie. Archie, heel. Go. Heel. Good. Let's go. Good. Archie, come. Sit. Heel. Good.
And then to even get him closer, you move your right hand to here and you kind of relax his hand completely and you just kind of use this as your show hand where you want him to go. So your right hand holds the leash. You can even hold the whole leash like this. Archie. This is just your correction hand and your show hand. Where if he starts pulling, like this. Sit. But it's also sit. Archie. Sit. Good boy. Be your treat hand too. Here. See, if I hold the leash in the middle,
Yeah.
but if I'm holding here, you don't have to worry about the leash when you're holding the leash like this, because if he starts to not listen, quick, you still can correct him. You don't have to have two hands on it. You can kind of,
Okay.
Archie, sit. Good boy. Come. Sit. Sit. Sit.
So your left hand is really kind of free and available.
Exactly.
Okay. Heel. Good boy.
And I keep the whole treat in my right hand. but I keep a piece that I'm going to give him
Yeah.
in my left hand, in my free hand.
In your, oh, you keep a piece in this hand.
Yeah, just in case I need to catch his attention, I can just.
Oh, okay. So that's how he pays attention.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. Let's go. Good. Sit. Good.
Yeah, you see?
Good.
That one was his foot is a lot closer to your foot.
Yes,
Because
much
you can
better.
actually show him where to go instead of having to kind of worry about the leash being on your hand.
Heel. Good. Yeah, that's a game changer.
Yeah, the free hand. It
Yeah.
also helps to where if he's not listening, you can always kind of, or if he sits crooked, you can always just.
It's
your hands
physically
free.
moving.
Exactly.
Right. Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, great.
And then, Archie, come. Heel. Sit. Sit. Barking stuff. You might not bark. Look over here. So usually what I would try to do to get him to bark, I bark at him,
Yes.
I kind of tempt him
Yeah.
with the food,
Yeah.
and when he lets out that one bark, treat, pet, and then we trigger that one bark into another bark. And that's how you get him to speak, not speak, voice, any command that includes barking. You say it, what were you going to say?
Well, and what commands would include barking?
Voice. We use voice. Other people, they use speak. We have a dog here right now who he knows French, so you say au revoir, the dog barks. It's just another. So here we use voice. So you would teach him voice, Archie voice. And if he's not a barker, we teach him sit. Archie one, paw.
That's the one thing he doesn't know. He doesn't know paw.
Paw. Sit, sit. No, not two. Archie. No. You're giving me the wrong one. Good boy. So, if he doesn't want to be the barker to count, we have dogs at 1, 2, 3. It seems like he would give me the paw after just the 1 minute I even practiced the paw. That's the first time I've ever done the paw with him.
And what's the practical application for that? Is that their way
Counting.
of speaking to?
Counting. So you
in
say
what
1.
context is that like?
It's just another task that they perform.
Okay.
The high intellectual dog training includes the physical task, which is the bunny, the circling, the communication, understanding the speaking task, where you're saying, oh, can you please go to place? Can you please sit? The mathematics part of it, 1, 2, and then also the barking command includes the, Archie, are you ready? And he'll, and then you guys can start walking or start playing.
I love that. So how can we reinforce that one?
The barking, so it's like a double-edged sword with the barking. When he barks at home, usually you guys probably tell him stop or no,
Yeah.
reward it, until he understands when you say voice, that means bark. So here what we'll do if a dog's having struggles barking, we'll put them around all the other dogs, and when they start barking, oh, good boy, no,
we're
voice,
not gonna
voice.
create a monster.
No.
Okay.
So Drago, the one that barks when you say au revoir, he only barks literally when you say au revoir. Au revoir. He's like, woof, woof, and then he stops. So when you teach him voice, so when he's at home and he's barking, say voice, give him a treat. Voice, or give him a pet. Voice, give him a pet. So that he understands voice. Oh, I'm barking. Voice. 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 Archie, sit. Archie, voice. 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 Voice.
It was so good. It was so close. You really did.
I thought we got it right there. Voice. 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 So it's kind of something like that, where he hears barking, he starts barking. I'm gonna tell him voice, and I'm gonna give him treats, and then he's gonna start to. He almost got it, where he looked at me after. He's like,
wait, what'd I do?
I want to bark.
Right.
That's what I was telling on the phone yesterday. The next 10 days, it's gonna be strictly focused on his barking, his counting, and more his bunny.
And when you say the counting, does he know like how many times?
Yeah.
To
So
bark?
you're gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Stop, pretty much. Like Sasha, the small one, she can count till Max says stop. You say 1, 2, 2 plus 2. You hold up your fingers. Once the dog barks 4 times, treat.
Oh, that's incredible.
Archie, sit. Voice. I know. You need something to bark at. That's why I said it's like the barking part's kind of like a double-edged sword, because you guys have probably been training him to like not bark at certain sounds, things like that.
Yeah.
But right now we want him to. If we want him to bark, it's kind of like we can't discipline him for the barking right now. So that's kind of why he's barking.
The paw command.
Exactly.
We've taught him not to leave it command. So if you put something like a treat, usually they go like this, but he knows to leave it.
Yeah.
So I can't figure out how to train him on paw now.
So with that, if I figure out he likes to do that more, I'm just gonna mess with his leg until he gives it to me. Sit. Archie. Pa. Archie, pa. Pa. No, not both. Sit. Good boy. I'm gonna shake this one. Pa. No, I know. You're smart guy. See, I don't want to do anything I wasn't taught to. But yeah.
But over time, if we stick at that.
Exactly. You kind of show him
Yeah.
that the old habit is changing. It's the same thing with the barking. I want him to bark at things. I'm going to tell him voice, good job, treat. But he's not going to change, because he's still going to be around all the dogs. He's going to bark at them.
Yeah.
Like I want to go over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him, oh, good boy, voice.
Now he will bark in the backyard at squirrels and different things. So when
If you just stand around him, or if you're out there with him, just kind of keep treats, or even just pet him. Just tell him, voice, good job.
okay,
Voice,
we
good
can
job.
do that. We can do that.
Yeah, you guys did good today. And this will count as a group class probably. So you guys still have your service class.
Great. Oh, our good fortune. Wonderful. Thank you
And you
so
guys
much,
are still
Josh.
doing really good with him. Even when you guys took that long break,
Yes.
he came back and was like, Archie's back. And I was like, oh, thanks.
Oh, we really put a lot into him, and he's such a sweetheart. And he
Okay,
as
wait.
you know, he loves to learn.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh,
super
yeah.
smart.
From the moment I did that first class with you guys, it was like, holy, you guys care. He wants to learn.
Yeah. And there's a lot of trust between us, and a lot of trust with him with you, which is
Yeah.
evident. So, yeah. He's just so excited. He's a very...
He's calmed down a little bit. I can
He-
tell. Maybe not at home, but here, yeah.
When he does the he's very distracted, especially by women's voices and the high pitch of their voice.
I practice in the office a lot,
Yeah,
and with all them talking.
yeah.
I'll
great.
tell them, Julia, try to talk to him, and I'll just do the same thing. Come, heel. We're walking. Come, heel. If you practice more and more around the women,
Yes.
he starts to tune it out. Like I can
Okay.
get him to wait in the office. I can talk to Julia. I can talk to Sasha, and he'll just wait in a down,
Okay.
and he won't be distracted unless Julia like purposely comes up to him and she's like, Archie, and
Right.
that's when he's like, oh, I can't do it anymore, and he'll get up, and she's right in front of him though.
And when he jumps up, because I know he's supposed to keep 4 paws on the ground. When he jumps up, how do you correct
If he
that?
jumps, if he has no leash on,
Mhm.
I'll kind of just do that in his chest area,
Okay.
just off me. But if he has a leash on, of course, away from you,
Okay.
Or if he's jumping on somebody, like one of you guys are walking and you see someone he knows,
Yeah.
backwards.
Okay.
Sit.
Because his big thing is on the leash is he'll get up on his hind legs and go like this.
Yeah.
And it drives people love it.
People love it,
It
but you
drives
guys
me
don't.
crazy.
Yeah, I get it. That's what I tell people. The jumping, it's all however the owner wants it. Some
Right.
people are scared of it. Some people love it.
Yeah, I don't love it. And it's reinforced by everyone he meets who
Yeah,
thinks it's
'cause
the
they're all
cutest
like,
thing. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
That's why whenever dogs jump on me, I don't know if the owners like it or not. So I kind of always just off me, or I just kind of step away to where they can jump on me.
Okay.
You could always tell people, I hate when he jumps on people.
Yes.
Don't pet him. Or if he starts to jump, tell the person, don't pet him.
Right.
And you kind of just pull him out of the air.
Yeah. Thank you. Brooks, any other questions on your part?
No, just taking it all in. Taking it all in.
Okay.
And I think Anastasia told you guys we record this for YouTube as well, where if you missed anything or if you guys want to look back at other group classes and just kind of practice whatever you guys see.
Oh, great. So we can go back to this.
Yeah, the
Oh,
YouTube
wonderful.
has all this and more.
Okay. Great. I didn't know if it just disappeared with the Instagram stories or whatever.
So we do YouTube and Instagram.
And Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
2 questions.
Steve, you're doing great work. From Steve. Josh, since I'm left-handed, is it okay to hold the leash in my left hand and use my right hand for catch?
Yes. It's really just whatever's comfortable for whoever's handling the dog. Here it's just our standard is a little bit different with the training, but if it's comfortability or you have something physically wrong with your arm, then it's okay to use your other hand.
Thank you.
He's gonna be a little tired.
Thank you guys that you joined our live stream on Instagram and YouTube.
And when you guys plan on bringing him back?
When would be most ideal for you and his continued?
What's today? Sunday? Maybe Wednesday? Tuesday, Wednesday?
Okay.
Wednesday.
And for how many days?
Another set of like 4 to 5.
Okay.
George, do you still think it's the best not to take Kepler to a dog park?
Yes, because Kepler loves you guys too much to where he wants to protect you guys. You guys saw the difference in Kepler when he was here with us on the yard. He's super comfortable, calm, and then when you guys come around, he's just too protective. And just to be safe for you guys and Kepler and other dogs, I think Kepler should just be with you guys.
Thank you.
Trying to think. So yeah, we covered. I think you covered all the
Thank
things.
you
'cause
guys.
it's-
See you.
Are we still at it?
Did you end it?
Did you end it yet?
No.